Happy Friday. I'm meteorologist Rob Eicher. Thanks for checking out the Florida Weather Authority on this last day of July. Hard to believe. I'm going to start by showing you a 24-hour radar loop. So we're going to go back to this time yesterday. And if you watch the radar here, you'll notice that we had a decent amount of rain rolling through central Florida in the middle part of the day, a little earlier than you might expect for showers and thunderstorms. And then what's really kind of unusual for the summertime, there's the clock up at the top of your screen. You'll see we had some showers and thunderstorms here and there across the state late into the evening hours, even some in the middle of the night. And some of us even woke up to some showers and thunderstorms early on this Friday morning. Again, a little unusual for the summertime. We'll get to why that is here in just a sec. But first, if you add it all up, Daytona Beach, a quarter of an inch, Sanford, a respectable half an inch, Orlando, only a few drops of rain, and then Melbourne, almost 2 inches of rain just out of the storms yesterday. And I'm showing you these numbers because I'm expecting somewhat similar situation today, tomorrow, even Sunday, in the sense that a couple areas could easily get a quick 2 inches of rain, where others maybe only a few drops of rain. But I do think everyone will get at least something here over the next couple of days. In other words, good chance of rain as we head through the weekend and even into the early part of next week. All due to a front. I showed you this map yesterday. That's the stationary front parked just north of the Florida-Georgia line. And when you have a front in the neighborhood, the front helps to act as a focus for showers and thunderstorms and can trigger showers and thunderstorms just about any time of the day, day or night, which is why you don't have to wait for the typical sea breeze thunderstorms. You can get rain just about any time of the day. There it was yesterday. Here it is today. Notice not much different. Stationary front's going to be stationary, so it's going to hang around for a couple of days, which means the weather that we had yesterday, you can basically copy and paste into today and into tomorrow. And then just as it looks like the front's going to kind of lift out of here on Sunday, it will be replaced by yet another front on Monday. So we've got several days of wet weather. We're going to be on the wet side of the front. This side of the front, out ahead of the front, is where you've got that soupy tropical air mass that we were talking about yesterday. Behind the front, we've got the cooler, drier air. That cooler, drier air is never going to make it here. The fronts just don't make it that far south this time of year. National Weather Service Weather Prediction Center has highlighted most of the state in a marginal risk for excessive rain for today. And the entire state gets that distinction for tomorrow. What does that mean? Officially, it means we've got a 5% chance of flash flooding. It's not a great chance, obviously, but it's also more than 0%, so a much higher chance than we would typically expect. In other words, better than normal odds that we could get some brief flooding rainfall out of some of these thunderstorms. And again, that's the case both today and tomorrow. Even Sunday and Monday look on the wet side. So I know you're thinking, oh man, the weekend's coming up. Is it going to be a washout? I've got plans. No, it's not going to rain all day, every day. It's going to be kind of like yesterday, where we got a couple of hit or miss showers and thunderstorms, and it'll dry out. Might get another round a little bit later in the day. These types of things are unfortunately very, very difficult to time. I know your app on your phone will tell you it will rain at this very, very specific time. That's not always accurate. Again, these types of situations, it's very, very hit or miss. Best bet. So here's what you really do. The storm's going to be moving from west to east. So if you're outside, look west. If skies are clear, you should be good to go for a couple of hours. If you look west and skies look really gray and dark, that means you have something headed your way. But you will definitely be able to get outdoors for a little bit of time here and there this weekend. Just have a plan B for when those storms do roll through. By the middle of next week, it looks like we get back to normal. In other words, back to our typical just afternoon showers and thunderstorms. Temperatures will also be back to normal, meaning low to mid 90s. Good news about the weather pattern that we're in here, this weather pattern through the weekend, is the clouds and rain do help to keep the temperatures in check. High temperature yesterday in Orlando was only 89 degrees, so that was a nice relief. Expecting similar situation Friday, Saturday, Sunday, highs in the upper 80s to low 90s with that cloud cover around. Enjoy your weekend.